Oh my god, it's so hot. It's very hot. It's very hot here in Singapore. I don't know what's going on, but we're definitely going through a heat wave. Hey everyone, it's Emily, the Fang girl. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am a Taiwanese American living here in beautiful Singapore. I vlog about my life here in Singapore as well as working in tech. So I thought I would do this really fun video, which is habits I've picked up in Singapore. I have had a few friends kind of teach me these things and it's rubbed off on me, and while I'm living here in Singapore, I hope you find them relatable and you let me know if you do them as well. The first one is I turn off the power of unused appliances to save electricity. I actually picked this up at this Airbnb that I was staying at in Singapore, and they wanted you to like turn off all of the unused appliances, so like they'll click it off, and I was like, oh, that's weird, like because normally I would just leave it on because it is kind of annoying to like click and like unclick all of them when you need to use it. The Airbnb host said that it helps save electricity because when you have it on, even though it's on standby, there is still electricity flowing through. I don't know if she's right or not, but I have asked a few of my Singaporean friends as well, and they say that their parents do it. So I've been doing that as well to save electricity and to kind of hopefully decrease the amount of electricity bills that we're paying for. I think the idea is like electronics and appliances are still being able to draw power from it if it's on. If you turn it off, it's not going to be, but there is still electricity flow. So you're still getting charged for electricity that you're not really using. I think that's kind of like the whole idea. The second one is I literally bring an umbrella wherever I go at this point. So if you live in Singapore, you know that one day it is beautiful and sunny, and then the next later in like 2 hours it's gonna be like a flash flood or like a storm, and it's like you know. So I have two umbrellas actually. So I have this one, which is basically for my rain. It's very heavy duty, can be used as a weapon as well. It's like super heavy and I don't really like carrying it around, but I just love the color, and it is has like an automatic like button. So I use this for rain when I know I'm like, okay, the clouds are dark and it's gonna pour, so I use this. And then I have one for the sun. So my mom, who is very much into like skin protection and keeping your skin beautiful, she always wanted me to have a sun umbrella, and it wasn't until I got to Singapore that I actually bought one. And I got yellow because, if you can't tell, I just love pops of colors, and yellow just makes me happy. So it's very lightweight, and if you see, there is a black, I guess like sun protection that's underneath. I do use this because the sun rays here in Singapore is very strong. I've noticed I started to have like a few freckles here and there. I'm really all about that skincare routine now because I'm getting older and I'm starting to get like sun lines. But yeah, basically I bring them wherever I go at this point because you never know what the heck is gonna happen. The sun, it just might be really strong, and then the next it might just be pouring. So I generally just bring one right now, and it's normally just my sun umbrella. The third one is that I like to keep the plastic bins and the Tupperware that takeaway orders come in. So I generally will like eat my food for takeaway, and then I'll like wash the plastics and reuse them for like future use. I think it's something that like a lot of our Asian parents have taught us growing up, but it wasn't until I came to Singapore that I was like, oh my gosh, this is so helpful, especially since I've been cooking at home a lot. So this one bean curd place that I go to near my house, I love their bean curd. It's so good. They come in this really cute little like Tupperware plastic things, and they're perfect for like storing like soups and like cut vegetables, and they're just really good to use. I've like counted, I think I have like 10 of them because I ate 10 bean curds. They're great for like dinners or parties at home because if people want to do takeaway or they want to take some home, I can just throw it in one of those plastic things. And one of the other habits I've been starting to do, and I'm getting better at, is actually just using the fan. So we do have 2 fans in our house. And we keep them going throughout the day. So as long as like the fan is like blowing on me and at home, like it's fine, it's not too hot, but I definitely still have to turn on the AC from time to time when I sleep, just to like blast some cool air, and then I can like fall asleep. But generally we've been kind of just transitioning into using the fan more to save electricity, and having the AC on is not really good for like your joints and your bones. So I mean, for me personally, like I would blast the AC all the time, but you know, those electricity bills do do get expensive, and using a fan I guess is better for like your health. So I think it's like a mix right now, but we have been using the fan more than we've been using the AC. So yeah, I mean, those are kind of just like the fun little habits I've noticed about myself here in Singapore. I think it also has to do with a lot of the things that my friends have recommended me, and just having to deal with like certain things like high electricity bills, the heat. I feel myself adjusting in ways that I wasn't like this before back in the US. So it's good, it's interesting, and I feel like if you are moving to Singapore, you may or may not pick up on these like small little habits and start doing them too. Just want to say that my time will be a lot more finite, and I have a lot of ongoing projects going on. So if there are any ideas or things you want to hear about here in Singapore, please let me know in the comments below. Not to say that I'm going to stop creating videos, but I think I'm running out of creative ideas and I need your help. So if there's anything that you want to know about Singapore, or just like tech in general, or perhaps, you know, Emily's life lessons, let me know. I'm actually thinking of like kind of changing my channel to be more like life oriented instead of like Singapore focused, but obviously I will blend bits and pieces of my life in Singapore with my lessons. The other thing I want to just quickly mention too while you're here is, if you're in Singapore, please definitely continue supporting the local hawker centers or like the local small businesses. I think the other day I was like eating McDonald's, and I was like, why am I eating McDonald's? I was like, McDonald's is like a multinational company. I should be really giving my money to the aunties and uncles who have their own stalls and who need the money the most. I actually went with one of my friends to Chinatown, and we ate at a hawker center. Well, we don't really eat at a hawker center. We just like tapaoed everything and brought it back. So it was really great. We spent probably around like $30 just kind of buying random things and supporting the locals. So if you do have the chance, you know, perhaps you don't need to support like the chains, like the big chains, because they're gonna make it through the pandemic, but really support like the small local businesses that need your help. And if you can, like, share on social media what you're eating, like how to find them, things like that. It's just like things that I've been thinking about, and it's really hard right now to keep a business in the food and beverage scene alive. So let's do our part and help wherever we can. Other than that, I hope you like this video. It is really short, but perhaps you can relate to a lot of these habits. Please click subscribe, give a like button, and other than that, I'll see you guys soon in my next video. Bye.